Right, you lumpy scropes. No music, because it's that man, he's not very nice. Think of my beard. Like my little Fu Manchu's getting longer. Look, soon I'll be able to put some wax in them. I'm going to have two little dreadlocks down the side. It won't be very nice, because he's not a very nice man. Yeah, well, you know. Can't be everything to all the people all the time, can you? Know what I mean? Anyway, I look at me. I'm the nicest man that ever walked the planet. So, ongoing projects, right? So, you remember the kitchen knives, the chopper. Actually, I should do these in slower and greater detail. Then we have the fillet. Okay, these are beautiful, they really are works of art. And remember, everyone keeps saying to me, you know, what's for sale? Everything is, even this hat is for sale. You could even buy my whiskers, yeah? Everything is for sale, bud. So I don't make these things to put on the wall and look at. I do have my own personal stuff. But because it's my own personal stuff, I don't show it on camera. You know, there's a couple of bits because you know I do the old do a little bit of that. You know, I've been doing that since school, and I do have my own non-live sword. A non-live sword is a blunt sword, okay, and I do a little bit of fencing with the old rapier and stuff. And I've got a couple of foils, but I don't keep them at home. They're all at my club. Main reason being, I don't want to be driving along on my bike. The old Bill like that dirty bike. And they pull me over and I've got a fucking sword on my shoulder. So, questions. Oh, yeah, officer. Got anything on you shouldn't have? Yeah. So, that sort of stuff, it all stays at my club. It's like the guns I own nowadays. I don't have a firearms licence anymore. I gave it up years ago, and with the demise of the workshop, there was just no point in replacing my firearms licence. So the guns I've got today, they live at my clubhouse, and they're probably all rusty now because I haven't been back there for ages. But I'll give them a ring every now and again. Well, actually, I'll give them a little email, and you know, because they follow the YouTube channel. Anyway, we're going off on a tangent again, aren't we? Anyway, so. Turns out one of the squaddies from Essex, one of their buddies, good game. He's a bit of a knife collector, right? So I thought I'd run you through with everything I've got here today. So you've seen the big heavy dejointer. This thing is lovely. This will take a limb off in one slash, right? It's all the history for this is it's that heft, yeah. This is like a butcher's knife. This is for like butchery, but it's exquisite in its pattern. I don't know if you can see. It's quite hard for me to show you this teardrop pattern, but the teardrop pattern is lovely, and also this is shave with this thing, right? So you've seen that one. Now, ongoing with the chef stuff, because you know the chef stuff's been an ongoing project, right? And what I've been doing is I've been making some of the steel, importing some of the steel, doing some of the steel from billets, and then I've been going out. I've actually been going up the West End, not exactly suited and booted, but quite tidy. And I've been going around all the various different restaurants, and I've been asking the chefs for their advice and input and stuff like that. And the chefs, they really want thin. They want as thin as a hair. And I'm like, well, thin as a hair doesn't exist, right? So, we've gone down the Japanese sushi route, right? And so, we now have this one. And look how thin this is. I mean, it's not exactly like a fly's pube, but it's very, very thin, and it's very light, and the grip is also swelled, and the swelled grip's all about, doesn't matter how big your hand is, you can have big hands or small hands, This will fit you either way, and it's very, very, very light. And it's very light, and the pattern is it's quite nice as well. So in the future, if I can do, I will be doing all the chef's knives in this thickness, okay? But only chef's knives, right? I wouldn't put this thickness into anything else. So I've also had a lot of the lads asking about folders. Yes, I have folders here. I have these buggers. Now these are liner lock. I like to call them linear locks. It sounds a little bit more scientific. Now if you look inside here, it looks like one of the brass liners is actually bent. It isn't. That's actually your blade locking mechanism. And then what you do to close the blade, you just see my finger is just pulling it over. When that's removed, you can close the blade. What this means is there's no undue tension on the blade, so when you come to open it, it opens beautifully. It opens really nice, but it's a nice solid lock as well. But the cool thing about these is, the reason I like them, is there's no obvious locking mechanism on the back. You see, sly, crafty. This one is in micarta handles. It's got that tracker style blade, which is doing the whole fashionable rounds at the moment, but this is quite cool because it still is one continuous cutting edge. So you've got two different angles in this area to you do in this area. So this area is for really, really fine work, and this area is for just, you know, cutting through your steaks. Very nice. And then you just move that linear lock over, bish bosh. So that's one, that's in micarta. And then I have exactly the same thing again, but with rosewood scales on. Note also, if you can, all the detail that's in the spine of these, okay? And that detail actually runs up into the blade, and oh, you can't really see it with this camera, but it's hard to tell where the blade starts and the actual spine starts. So very nice, and again, linear lock. Now, for our Scottish lords, we have something a bit special. Jamesy! I've made you something a bit special. A bit of Eastern flavour with this one. Yes, a little bit of antler in the middle, yeah. Damascus bolsters, both ends. And again, this is a linear lock, okay? I was going to send it to you and say, well, you just work out how the blade locks, or how you get the blade back in. But again, it's very, very easy to open. So these are all roughed out now. All I have to do now is do the final cutting edge. I mean, it's quite sharp, but it's not to my usual standards. But it's the first rough out. All the brass is detailed inside as well. Same thing again for all the scroll work on the spine of the handle. When you open it up and you put the two together, it's actually hard to work out where the blade stops and the spine starts. I like that, it's very nice. And no obvious locking button on the back. And I also think that's really, really nice. So, if you want to see the smallest knife in the world, this is the smallest one I do. This is full stag. And again, this just has the old conventional button on the back for locking. I don't know, do you think I've made it too small? I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to place this. I think it might be too small. So I might keep this for myself, but it is exquisitely beautiful. You could have this on a keychain. It's actually got a hole in the back of the bolster. Don't know what I'm going to do with this shit. And it comes with an equally cute little sheath which has got a keyring on it. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that little trek into my steel world, and we'll be seeing you soon. I'll catch you later, buds. See you later.